Hello out there. It's me, Tashtari, and this is my internet television program. Hey, Brungo and Shy Guy, welcome. Let's see. First goes to Brungo again. Currently leading in with 4, I think, on the leaderboard. Let's see. What did we do on Tuesday? We returned to Brittle Hollow, which I had been avoiding because it was sort of frustrating to navigate, and I didn't know how to get back to the Hanging City in Black Hole Forge. Yes, there's a there is an informal competition. If you scroll down on the page, there's a link to the episode guide which shows who got first each time. As it is poorly promoted, but it is there. You know, one hopes that it will spread by word of mouth or something like that. Excuse me. Anyway, we returned to Brittle Hollow and actually found the Hanging City and the Black Hole Forge, which I stumbled into one time, like a week and a half ago, something like that. But now it's repeatable. Now we can get there whenever we want. Unfortunately, that does not mean that we know the significance of Black Hole Forge. The 2 times that I had activated it previously, the sun had blown up shortly thereafter, and I thought that they might be connected, but they don't seem to be. Which is good, because that wouldn't have made much sense anyway. It moves a big, bulky thing up a rail. To what end, I don't know. It might be worth exploring to try and go to Ash Twin and step on the teleport pad there to see where that takes us on Brittle Hollow. So that's something we might do today, depending. Let's see. It still says there's more to explore in Brittle Hollow in the Black Hole Forge area. So, I guess that's probably where I'm going to head first. We also learned that Dark Bramble is like the planet itself is alive and malevolent, or so it seems, because it ensnared the vessel that the Nomai arrived on and one of the escape pods. So that's a little unsettling. It also seems to be the only world on which it doesn't look like the Nomai made a settlement, or at least not a voluntary one, or at least not one that we've found yet. So we've still got that mystery to unravel. And a chunk of it landed on Giant's Deep and looked really evil. I remember that as well. Oh yes, and we clipped through the Quantum Moon twice. So however you're supposed to land on that, I'm not doing it correctly. But that, I think, is a summary of what happened last time. So let's see what happens this time. Oh, thank you. You'd think I'd get better at this. We haven't had any gamepad failures in the past couple of streams, so feeling good about that. I guess we also know now what the eye in Echoes of the Eye refers to. This Eye of the Universe icon that is apparently sending a signal that is older than the universe. We also looked several times at that thing up in the air and launching off in some random direction, which seems to be different each loop. But let's make our way out into space, shall we? I don't think there's anything new in ship log. I think we've read everything. Where should we set our HUD marker? Probably the Hanging City. Yeah, let's start there and see where we get. my very first what is this game and why is he playing it? Hi, Waka. This game is Outer Wilds, and I'm playing it because everybody seems to think it's the best thing since sliced bread. Everybody who plays Return of the Obra Dinn, anyway, which is enough people to count, I suppose. Sounds like I'm a little Brunfilled. I suppose you could say that. Though he was not the only one, I hasten to point out. Let's see. Landing mode. Get us a little bit closer to the beacon. And there we are. Well, I've already bought the DLC, so I am as committed as I can possibly be to finding out how deep the Outer Wilds go. And I bought a Steam Deck for the express purpose of playing it. I hope my navigational skills get better from here because I feel a little awkward. There it goes. Ooh. Oh, my kneecaps. Beacon 1. Oh, shit. Black hole. No, I'm just gonna try that again. The sand was pretty annoying, but this descent into Brittle Hollow is really annoying. Okay, take 2. Hey, Alistair. Let's hope that that is not a portent of the rest of the stream. Because it portends poorly. It could be portending better. Someone think of the portend. That's what I said. what it is that's technically supposed to be controlling those ball-based sliders that I keep encountering. Okay. First beacon. Good. Did it without breaking my knees this time. That's positive. Now the tough one, the second beacon. Oh, god damn it. I was doing this time after time the previous time we played this, and it wasn't giving me trouble. Alright, fine, I won't do it again. Let's actually do things the right way. Bonk. Drift nice and slowly onto the gravity mat. And then run and jump into the hole. And miss it. There we go. Start the place rotating. Top up our fuel. And head back, hanging city birds. I really would like to know what's up with the quantum moon. I remember them saying that you could only land on the poles, but I also don't remember seeing anything that looked like a pole when I was trying to land on it. Am I going in the right direction? Oh well, I'll get there eventually. It's not a big planet. So note to self, that is not what the sun looks like when it's about to go nova. That is just the sun being the sun. What's that? Graphical glitch, I guess. Oxygenate. Beginning to think I went entirely the wrong way. Do I commit to it? No, I think I quit again. Sorry, everyone. I know this is not exactly the most riveting content, but as I have said before, I genuinely have no sense of direction at all. And that's going to make this a long playthrough. Can you point something out that might help you a bit? Please do. The distress beacon emits a distress beacon. Yeah, and I can pull that up on the smelloscope, but it would just give me a linear direction, which isn't much use to me if it's in... I mean, I guess it is closer to the planet's surface, so that would be some use. Hey, Riven. The background music is very nice, it's true. I am a fan. I will probably listen to this once I am through listening to it during the course of the game. Oh, that's true. It is the first day of summer, isn't it? Don't apologize for it being a long playthrough. What matters is it's your playthrough. That's true, but, you know, I am also streaming it, so I'm trying to make it a enjoyable experience for those watching as well. Is there any velocity that I can jump down to this and not cause it to immediately break? Nope. At least that was too much. Can I get down there on the platforms to try and give myself a better chance of success? I can. Okay. Well, I'll remember that for next time so that I'm not restarting the loop too much. Okay. So here we are in the old settlement, which has bridges. There's the eye. And there's the bridge that takes us from here to the Hanging City. The bridge, I mean, the sequence of gravity crystals. Oh, don't you dare. This fucking planet. This fucking planet. Ugh. Am I just being inept, or is this planet a pain in the ass? It is the planet that punishes ineptitude the most. Fair enough, I guess. That wasn't even ineptitude, though. That was just the stupid floor falling away from me. You think that was me doing it too quickly? I thought that I was just... I mean, you can't run or anything in this game, as far as I'm aware. Bad news. Hey, Eminem. The DLC sucks. Interesting. I had heard that the DLC was like added horror elements, which was not something that filled me with optimism. But I was gonna reserve judgment until I actually got to try it myself. Alright, let's pull out the smelloscope. That's a different escape pod. Oh, you believe she's talking about Elden Ring. Okay, fair enough. I don't know. Have you played the DLC of Outer Wilds, Eminem? I'm on a snow planet. I'm on a planet that has snow, at least. Oh, shit. Did not realize how big that gap was when I decided to jump it. You know, with that piece of the bridge missing, I kind of feel like I should go to another planet for the remainder of this loop. And just hope that next time it doesn't fall away like that. You know, I haven't been to Dark Bramble in a while. I kind of gave it up as a lost cause, but maybe that's wrong. Maybe there is something to see without drifting, without trying to fly into the center of it. which seems to be the trouble spot. Ember Twin. Timber Hearth. Ooh, is that the Quantum Moon? It's a little too far away for me to try and get there. Let's try Giant's Deep again. There's still something that I haven't explored there, I'm sure. I have an idea. Let's fly right into that debris. See, that's that this is that piece of what looks like dark bramble that I had referred to before. It just looks really... I mean, I don't know if there's anything interesting in it here. Oh, man. I thought for a second that could be a way to get into it, but no, there's ghost matter. Son of a bitch. Oh, there are trees. Interesting. Okay. Is that more ghost matter in there? More importantly, if I jump into the water here, am I going to be able to get back out? I think that's more ghost matter. Well, we can launch the scout, can't we? I don't know, it looks like this whole affair is covered in ghost matter. Okay, and we're back. Unfortunately, our ship is not. Our ship is now elsewhere. Our ship is now tangled in the brambles. That's a problem. Yes, it was ghost matter. Upsies. I cannot. If you see something, it's probably nothing. That's kind of the opposite philosophy that I've been working off of. If I see something, it's probably going to be explained later, is more or less what I've come to conclude from this game. The Scout has 2 modes. What's the other one? Oh, launch mode. Wait, what? I've never used this before. Oh. that's a little less useful. Waka is absolutely right that my playthrough has taken so long because I assume that things are things. I'll be honest with you, that's probably going to be a continued aspect of my playthrough that will rear its head again. Are they completely procedural, like everything in Spore? It's almost able to get over there. So close. Okay. Each copy of Outer Wilds is personalized. Hey, alright, I made it. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it up there, not with the amount of gravity on this planet. Splunch. I suppose I could wait until Cyclones picks them up. There we go. Now I can get up. There we go. Ow, my face. Okay, so far this has not been a very fruitful couple of loops. Wait, do I also have four eyes like that guy at the start? Do I personally, or does the character that I'm playing? Yes. Yep, the main character is a Hearthian and therefore has 4 eyes. I think it's pretty safe to say. All right. Why only one screen, then? That is a fair question. I suppose you might ask, why not a more powerful flashlight as well? That's something that I personally wonder. The Nomai warped to the solar system in a spaceship called the Vessel. They were attempting to follow a signal from the eye of the universe. The vessel crashed somewhere in Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core broke when the ship crashed in Dark Bramble. One of the 3 Nomai escape pods never made it out of Dark Bramble. Humans famously have 2 screens because they have 2 eyes. I have 2 screens. I'm only using one at the moment, but... It's true, it's a little known fact that Brungo is actually such a big fan of this game that he had an extra 2 eyes installed so that he could look like a Hearthian. I'll crack the mystery. I will. One of these days. It might take a while. It might require some patience, but it will happen. So, what if I tried finding one of the poles of this thing? It's relatively featureless, which is going to make that difficult, but... I'm assuming, anyway, that this thing is the quantum moon, on account of it keeps appearing, orbiting different things, much like moons typically don't. Where did it go? Oh, it up and vanished on me. What a jerk. Oh wait, no, there it is. Is that a pole there? That looks kind of like a pole. Let's see if I clip through it again. Yep, I clipped through it. It's gone. Now it's over there somewhere. One cannot land on what is not there, but it is there, and one of the Nomai landed on it at some point. They said they landed on the pole. Let's go to Dark Bramble. Let's see. But is it? I mean, I suppose it might not be. Who knows? The name is a clue. The Quantum Moon. Yeah. I know that it's gonna be in some way tricksy, but one of the Nomai said that they did land on it, so it is possible. Or at least that's the conclusion that I'm drawing. So is there anything on these outer pieces of it that's worth exploring? Because I could land on those, and presumably if there was an anglerfish there, I could see it, because it would be in broad daylight. What are we looking at here? Anything? I feel kind of like not at the moment, anyway. I'm not. All I see is just completely barren land. And then the core, which is full of fog and anglerfish. Now, what I remember about Dark Bramble from before is that when you flew into the core of it, you could get closer and closer to Harmonica Guy. He is definitely in there somewhere. But I got to a point where I was actually closing in on him. And I suddenly was further away from him. So he's in here and he's alive. Which seems kind of weird, because he's playing the harmonica. So if we take it as given that the white lights are anglerfish, what's the red one? No, see, it just happened again. You see, I went from like 200 meters away to 1,000 some odd meters away. See, now he's almost 2,000 meters in that direction. Which doesn't make any sense. Because if I head in this direction, I head out of the core. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. That's like either the smelloscope is messed up, or there's some kind of temporal anomaly going on here. See, there it is again. It just got further away. I don't get it. It just moved. Yeah, wrong universe, I think. Okay, we're getting closer to this red light. Red light and good news seldom go hand in hand. But who knows? Is there a distress beacon anywhere here? There is. It's close enough to be associated with Dark Bramble. Just got bumped. So what is this? Is this like the core of the core or something? There there. Probably. Hello. Munchies indeed. But that's what always happens to me whenever I go to Dark Bramble. I can't imagine how that's going to change. The clue, such as it was, that we got about Dark Bramble was that anglerfish can't see. And Brungo acted like this was a spoiler. But I am still in the dark about how to apply that knowledge in a way that is helpful. What does one do if one cannot see? One hears, smells, feels, something along those lines. But, like, what can I do to make my ship less feelable? I mean, I have drawn a conclusion from it, yes, but I don't know that it's to the point of being useful. I don't know if I can make my ship smell or feel or sound different. I mean, I was already going really slowly. So presumably if they're hearing me, then, you know. Then I can't be any quieter than that. I suppose I could disembark the ship, but that seems like... I mean, that seems like suicide. Did I almost get interloped? Yes, it did. So there is a distress beacon somewhere inside Dark Bramble. And it is inside Dark Bramble. It's not like on the opposite side in one of these featureless landmasses. Right? Yeah, no, it's definitely in the core somewhere. Where all the anglerfish are that can't see, but don't have any problem finding me. Hey, Flammable. Gaming. Yeah, in the loosest sense of the word, I guess. Hang on a sec. Are they in the same location? The distress beacon and the harmonica guy are in the same place. I don't think I want to do this. This is just not getting anywhere. This is me slowly creeping around horror game style until I get eaten by a anglerfish that I don't know how to do anything about. Did I win yet? No, I didn't win yet, and probably won't soon. What's that dot out there? I don't know. Probably a star. There's still the idea that I had of trying to use the towers on Ash Twin to get to somewhere new on one of the places that we've been before. Let's wait until number twin gets out of the way again. So we want to head towards the equator. That's where the towers are. Did I just catch a whiff of distress beacon? Imagination. Hey, it's the quantum moon. Fuck you, quantum moon. we've got a long way to go before this gets revealed. So how was everyone's day? Pretty good now that you finished this after a 4-year break. You just finished today? Did you get the good ending, or are there multiple endings to this game? There must be. There is no such thing as a modern game that doesn't have multiple endings. That would be telling, but you liked the ending you got. Which tower is this? This one is... We'll look at it once we can get outside safely. This is like watching an image download on the Internet of old. I was going to say, did I just clip through the floor? Here's our first delivery arrow, 1 warp core fresh from Black Hole Forge. So this must be for Brittle Hollow. Okay, so if I stand here, I get teleported to Brittle Hollow. Perfect. Okay, this is kind of what I was hoping would happen, I think. Warp status charged. Departure time slightly after arrival time. Black Hole Forge, left 30 meters. Ah, right. We don't want to leave this path because that's the only thing keeping us from falling into the black hole. Cool. Be cautious near the boarding area while the Black Hole Forge is in operation. So is what I need to do go to the... So do I need to go to the Black Hole Forge and activate it and then go to Ash Twin? Because if I did, that would be really annoying. Because getting out of Brittle Hollow and then getting back and then going back to the ship is not something I know how to do. Like, I can get into Brittle Hollow, but I have to rely on the end of the loop to get me out again. But I don't think I've been here before. Black Hole Forge, north 40 meters. Yeah. Unless, are these those towers that were? They are. No, no, no. What did I just do? Why can't I walk on this wall? Stuck. Am I stuck? Really? No. But the point of it is, these are those same towers. I just can't use them to get between Black Hole Forge and the Black Hole Forge controls, which is annoying. What's up here? Oh, that's where that thing lets out. The hanging city. Well, it's nice to know that we were there. I don't think we can get back through this hole. What's this say again? Whitehall Station, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we've been here before. I don't think I noticed this mural before, though. Ship is quite some distance away. Here's the big hole we have to go around. It's still possible to go around. Maybe too much of the planet is broken apart by this point. Brittle Hollow gonna Brittle Hollow. Okay, here we are. Here we almost are, anyway. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm restarting. Alright, so operating theory is we have to somehow go activate the Black Hole Forge, then go to Ash Twin, then go from Ash Twin to Brittle Hollow. That's gonna be really hard. That's gonna be really difficult. Like, I don't know if I can do that at all. Because... yeah, no, they're getting into the Hanging City the way that I know how involves a lot of careful falling. So either there's another better way in, where there's a way to bring the ship in, can I bring the ship in? I don't think I've tried. I might as well. I mean, this sounds crazy. How are we doing? Well, we have yet to do anything this session that updates the ship log, which is frustrating. I used the warp tower on Ash Twin to get to Brittle Hollow's Black Hole Forge, to get to the part where you're walking on the ceiling. There's that damn quantum moon again. And it's gone. Anyway, I was musing that what I need to do is to get to the Black Hole Forge controls, throw the switch so that big thing moves up, and then go back to Ash Twin somehow and use the warp pad there to get back where I was before, so that I'm there when the Black Hole Forge is actually in place. And I am not even slightly confident that I can do that. why was the landing camera all off? All right, this is crazy, but let's try it anyway. Oh, I thought I was locked on the planet. Shoot. So there's the Hanging City. Okay, something crumbled. Can we not fit through here? Looks like we can't. In fact, it looks like we might be stuck. Yeah, I think we're stuck. It's very thoughtful of them to put this gigantic arch thing in our way. It's a good thing I don't run out of rocket fuel. Oh, hey. We moved. Okay. Bye then. It stands to reason I can't fit through the middle of that, but I should be able to fit through here, shouldn't I? Evidently not. Can't fit through there yet. All right, let's repair the aft hull and Oh, the yet was fuel running out. I don't think I have limited fuel, though, do I? Is there anything that would tell me that? Takes a very long time, but you can use... Oh, there's a gauge on the cockpit console. Your ship has enough fuel for 25 minutes of continuous thrust. Hey, that No Man's Sky guy. 25... Yeah, I was gonna say, if we've got a 22-minute time loop and we're spending the entire time doing continuous thrust, then 25 minutes should probably be, you know, plenty. By definition. So what you're telling me is there's a way to get into a situation where where the sun doesn't blow up every 22 minutes. Also, let's go. We flew to the Hanging City. We kinda did, but. Yeah, we did, I guess. That's true. So which level do I need to be on to access the controls again? It's been a while. I think it's this one. Is it this one? No, I think it might have been the one I was on. Okay, all right. Black hole forge in place. Yay. Now let's get out of here. This game is a lot like Dwarf Fortress. I'm skeptical, but I'm willing to listen to your proposition. Okay. Do we know how we get out? Our ship does not have an up camera. Although I did see a big piece of the planet fall into the black hole. From over here, so we can use that to get out. Bonk. Hey, we're out of Brittle Hollow. Okay, to Ash Twin. And hope there's enough time left on the loop. No, 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 no! What? No. What? What? No. No, no, no. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay. That scared me. I can free look while seated. Yeah, but I can't remember the control to do it, and I don't... and I don't want to learn just now. Okay. Landing here. Headlights. It's nice that repairing, at least, is uncomplicated. Okay, this is Giant's Deep Tower. I probably should use the ship to get into these at this point. I should wait for that to pass. I pushed the wrong X button. Okay. Which one are you? You are... Yes, this is the right one. Okay, now we just have to wait. Here it comes. There it went. Is that the wrong one? Is that the wrong planet? There's the sun. We don't want to go there. There we go. Okay, we've finally done it. Now, what is this going to yield, if anything? Black hole forge. right there. Okay, I am inside Black Hole Forge. Ship log updated. Yay, we got a ship log updated. Thank goodness. Hello, Nomai statue. Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body to which it is tuned? I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body. More accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not Poke. Hey. We don't need the alignment angle to be exact, it only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Of note, this gives us a slightly longer warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. As such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active to avoid accidental transportation. Okay. Where am I taking the first black hole core, and where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. The white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. My gratitude. In that case, Poke, Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twin, just to make sure Yarrow receives it. Of course you are. The tower designs in the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yarrow, he's familiar with them. Okay. We've seen that scroll. Let's look at this one. Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know that a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. Okay. Anything else to read around here? There's a projection stone. Is there a place to play it, though? I don't see one in here. I think there was one out here, maybe? Big holes in the floor. Oh, wait. There's one up here. I hope so, because I can't come back. there's a scroll reader. But is there a projectistone thing? Yes, there is. Unfortunately, the sun is blowing up. Why didn't that work? It's because it can detect the sun blowing up and it doesn't want to project anything? So we saw some of these things. Good discovery. Well, maybe. I mean, it's something, but I don't know if I know the significance of it. Alright, what's new here? A diagram depicting the alignment angle between a warp tower and its corresponding astral body. Warp tower alignment angles are not exact, they only need to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. This results in slightly longer warp windows that last roughly several seconds. Anyone stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. Okay. A warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver, rather a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. The hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point in between them. All of the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. There's more to explore here. I hate seeing that. And there's more to explore here. Okay. There's still more to explore at the Ash Twin Towers. There's more to explore at the Black Hole Forge, and there is more to explore somewhere in the Sunless City, but fucking where? Okay. I don't know if I have the energy to go back and do what I did again, lowering the black hole, or well, raising, I guess, from a certain frame of reference, the black hole forge core, and then flying out to Ash Twin, and then teleporting back to get inside it again. But at some point I'm going to have to. Oh, man. Yeah, an easier one sounds good, but I don't know if there are any good candidates. I mean, all of the "There's more to explore here" icons are on Brittle Hollow, and I don't like Brittle Hollow very much. I would take a hint as to a place that I should explore next. Lunar Ruins, question mark. Okay. Where is that? Let's look at map mode. Different lunar. I hear there are Nomai ruins somewhere on the Addle Rock. No one knows what they are or why they were built. The Nomai text in the observatory talks about calibrating some sort of device on the Addle Rock. Okay, let's do that. Let's go to the Addle Rock. There's the Quantum Moon. Fuck you, Quantum Moon. I don't think these are them. I think these are just interesting looking formations. Ta-dum. I feel like I've covered all these before. Oh, I just realized there's a doze off option here, which I guess means that that you can use that to pass time in the cycle, like if you were waiting for part of Ash Twin to reveal itself. I'm heading back to the ship because I realized I didn't set the heads-up display. for the lunar ruins. Whether I can or not, I'm not sure, but let's try. Lunar Lookout, Esker's Camp. No, they're just mentions. They're not actually located. So they are somewhere on the planet. Somewhere. Or somewhere on the moon, I guess, is more accurate to say. Huh. Did it say where on the moon they were? Back to the ship again. I mean, did it say, like, near the pole, near the equator? Somewhere on the Adelrock. Okay. I don't think these are them. This looks like something that would be difficult to get out of if I fell into it. They don't look like the Nomai ruins that I have seen elsewhere. Oh? This looks promising. I'm in near zero G with a jetpack. Yeah. Okay. One of these ball-controlled devices. What's downstairs? I see a scroll. I see a tree. I was upstairs testing the eye signal locator, and it can hear and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. However, something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye's signal. The device's indicator just rotates wildly and never points to just one direction. This is a curious result. It's possible the eye has stopped calling out its signal. I see. Most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. Privet, my apprentice, and I will make adjustments and try again. An update. Disappointingly, everything is correctly calibrated after all. It saddens me to posit this, my friends, but I believe the locator cannot detect the eye's signal. We would need to build a more sensitive device if we want to locate the eye of the universe. Then we will build it. Don't lose hope, Cassava. Our search for the eye is what brought our clan to this place. We won't give up so easily. Where should this new, more sophisticated locator be built? It may need to be larger than this eye signal locator is. The southern glacier on Brittle Hollow has ample available space. I could construct a new building to house this proposed locator. Yes, let's build there. I imagine our young friend Kanoi would enjoy that immensely. He's always held a great interest in the eye, especially for a child born so long after the crash. I will begin construction on Brittle Hollow's South Pole immediately, then. Anona and those of us originally stranded on Ember Twin built a quantum moon locator there, but the heat of the sun made its construction challenging. I wouldn't recommend building on that planet. Too late, they already did. Okay, wow. I've seen this ruin in other travelers' pictures, but seeing it for myself, it's really old, isn't it? But wow, this is the coolest day of my life. Okay, time for some official notes. So this is some kind of nomad locator. It can point out the different planets, which is incredibly cool, by the way. But from what little I can understand of the writing here, I think it was built to try and find something specific. I'm not sure. I also was able to translate something about the South Pole of Brittle Hollow, so I'll fly there to see if I can learn more. Yep, just gonna get back in the old ship and take off. Totally safe. Mostly safe. Oh, stars above. So that'll be, what's his name? It has an R in it. Reback, that's it. Does anything different happen if I plug this into the other reedy thing? Probably not, but let's try. Nah, same diff. So if I point that to Brittle Hollow, say. Sure enough, that's where it points. Betting if the sun got out of the way, we could see Giants Deep. We can hear it, too. By the sound of it. Even though the sun was in the way, which is interesting. To what's that an icon for? Can tell if the sun wasn't in the way. It's not the Hourglass Twins. Is it the sun? I guess that is the sun. I don't know why there's a triangle in the sun, but okay. And then if we point it to the eye of the universe... just turns every which way. Okay. that was interesting. I'm assuming that I was supposed to do this, like, right at the beginning of the game. But better late than never. Nomai device created to pinpoint the source's distant signals. Nomai were disappointed by their failure to detect a signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's south pole. There are two paths beneath Brittle Hollow's surface that lead to the observatory. One starts out at the gravity cannon, and the other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I would take another suggestion. I'm pretty burnt out on Brittle Hollow, and I'll be honest with you. When I read that this was pointing to Brittle Hollow again, I kind of groaned inwardly. How about that big honkin' orbital probe cannon? Orbital probe cannon. The Nomai finished building the final module for the orbital probe cannon and sent it into orbit around Giant's Deep. I used a Nomai projection pool and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Something must be happening in orbit around Giant's Deep. Okay, let's see if we can land on it. Stupid Brittle Hollow. That's just an island getting fired up into the air. It's no big deal. Whoa, hang on. Get out of my way. No, thanks. Don't want to be here just yet. I dead? And if not, why not? I did. I'm pretty badly damaged by the looks of things, but I did live. Probably won't live much longer. Well, it's just like this game to teach you something new every day, isn't it? Be nice if I could get into the duct tape. But I don't know if that's possible. There's the hatch. I don't think it's gonna let me back in. Oh well. I'll just be damaged. What are you? Are you a piece of the ship? Yeah, you're a piece of shit. Been here already, so there's not going to be much to see. I'm just going to meditate. All right, to the giant flash in orbit around Giant's Deep. Almost called it Helm's Deep, but that's something else entirely. Interesting feat of navigation. If I can pull it off, which is dubious. We're on the wrong side of the planet. It looked like there was a place to land on this. Yep, there it is. Okay. We managed it. Now what? Ah. We've seen something like this before. Control module. Launch module. Alright, well, we're closer to this one. Let's take a look at it. Nothing to see there. That's the way we came in. That's a big hole. Dramatic music. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Kasaba. I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital cannon... I've read this before, haven't I? Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. An update. Mallow and I will join you in Dens. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. I read this already. sure I read that already. It's not saying ship log update. Yeah, this is that place I just was when I decided to meditate on Giant's Deep. Okay. What about you? Mallow, my better 50%. Cassava is sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. The thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love. Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not, under any circumstances, to go above. I see, and am I right to think that consequently we'll be ignoring that setting? I can posit with nearly 100% certainty our friends have accounted for our natures, so I suggest we do. Giving the orbital probe cannon all the power it can structurally withstand creates the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. Yes, the probe must travel as fast as it can, as far as it can. I'll make some adjustments. Okay. That looks like something went wrong. I see. Oh, what's this? What? Cannon aligned with randomly selected probe trajectory. Gravity field activated. Why did that go away? Nine minutes, 14 seconds ago, request to launch probe received from Ash Twin Project. Does that change? Yes. Why are we getting a request to launch the probe from the Ash Twin Project? Okay. Begin launch log. Orbital probe cannon. Launch request received. Probe launch successful. Probe tracking module is receiving data from probe. Warning. Orbital probe cannon structure compromised during launch. Damage to multiple modules detected. Orbital probe cannon damage report. Severe structural stress detected. Assessing damage to modules. Intact, no structural damage. Viewport window fractured. Module exposed to vacuum of space. Probe tracking module missing. That wasn't an endpoint anyway. Yeah, we've already read this. Okay. Anything else to see here? I don't think so. Oh, there's another door. What does this say? Come on. Probe tracking module. Missing, sure enough. Launch module. Also missing, right? We already looked. You're not exactly missing, just inaccessible. You're just going off into space. And you're going off into space again. As usual, I don't think using the scout really yields much of anything. Except it lets you know there is something worth further investigation. Yeah, but I can't get there, so... Can I? Maybe I can, but... Okay. Oops. Okay. Is this it? Am I in the right place even? I don't know if I am. This looks like a nice landing pad sort of thing, but... where would I go if I got off the ship here? No, I don't think this is the right place. ship in there, can I? It's a big hole, but it's not that big. Maybe with an oversized crowbar. So my thought is to land here and then try to get out of the ship and go, I would say on foot, but it's not really on foot, it's on jetpack. I'm sort of turned around as to where exactly that is. And the sun's about to blow up. Might as well watch the pretty lights. Okay, so let's digest what we learned there for a second. Look at the ship's log. The broken remains of a Nomai space station in orbit around Giant's Deep. There are 3 access ways branching off from the central hub area. The orbital probe cannon was created to find the precise location of the eye of the universe. The Nomai pushed the orbital probe cannon above its maximum power setting to create the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. The control module recently received a request from the Ash Twin project to launch the probe. The cannon was aligned with a randomly selected probe trajectory. That explains, I guess, why it seems to fire in a different direction every time we look up in the sky. The probe was successfully launched, but the cannon's structural integrity was compromised in the process. Damage is detected in multiple modules. One of the orbital cannon's 3 modules. The launch module looks heavily damaged. There's a huge breach in the glass viewport. The launch module's viewport window is fractured, exposing it to the vacuum of space. One of the orbital probe cannon's 3 modules. The probe tracking module is receiving data from the launched probe. A Nomai computer reports the probe tracking module as missing. Okay. I guess we could try getting in through the glass of the launch module again. But it doesn't say that there's more there to explore, which makes me think there's not more there to explore. Okay. It won't show more to explore if you haven't been to the place yet. All right. Okay. Let's go from 0 to more to explore. Almost fell in. Which way was the launch module? Is that it? There we go. Okay. Projections down. Some gravity. Imagine, Privet, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I am honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed. Okay, that guy has some sense. EVA half successful, got to get back the vehicle. Is this the probe tracking module, or is this the one that I went to before? I saw something floating in air that looked like it. There it is. Mallow, my better Oh, we've seen this already. Why are some of these spirals red? So Avon's seems to be red. And Mallow seems to be blue, but that's not the case everywhere. Weird, okay. Do I want to know? Yeah, sure. Should probably get back to the ship. Orange is incoming messages, blue is outgoing. If you compare the conversations in the control module versus the... Oh, okay. The launch module is badly damaged, but its projection pool is still intact. A Nomai named Mallow argued that it wouldn't matter if the cannon's structural integrity was compromised, since they only needed to fire the probe once. A Nomai named Privet countered that they wouldn't be capable of receiving the probe's data if the probe tracking module was destroyed. So there's still this. Any Nomai aboard the probe tracking module would be the first to see the coordinates of the Eye of the Universe. I saw the probe tracking module through a Nomai projection pool. It looks like the module is underwater. I could see purple electricity outside the viewport. It looks like the module is underwater. Well, I guess we know where that is. Was that the thing that they said had sunk beneath the current in Giants D? No, it can't be. The timeline doesn't add up. Yeah. They say something, but they don't say what. Hop. Splash. What's purple electricity supposed to tell me? Oh, hello. Okay, well, it seems we can't get past this current to get down there, but that's where it is. Sorry, is what me popping my mouth? I don't think so, unless I was doing it unconsciously, which is possible. Oh! That's weird. You're not supposed to be able to hear that. Hang on one second. Yeah, I forgot to mute desktop audio. My bad. That is my incoming email sound. Just hang out here for a quick second. So the Nomai on the construction yard saw something sink beneath the underwater current, which they previously thought was impossible. What's the connection here? Gabbro says there's a strong current beneath the current. We know that. The Nomai on the construction yard saw something. This island is where the Nomai built the orbital probe cannon. For some reason, the Nomai put the orbital probe cannon on indefinite hiatus. The cannon was not asked to fire. According to a Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. Okay, so that construction yard site, I don't know why I can't select it as a place to go, but I know where it is. At least I think I know where it is. This is not it, however. That's not it either, I don't think. No, that's Gabriel's place. Be nice if I had that that map that shows the sphere of the planet and the trajectory and the path that I've been following. But I don't. This is where we just were. Wasn't I on this level a week ago? Yeah, probably. And I will be here again, I'm sure. Oh wow, that place is just covered in ghost matter, isn't it? It's hard to tell from here, but I think that's what that is. Oh, you're right. There is a thing in landing camp. Ah, there it is. Oh, that's what these are for. You're supposed to float in them safely when your island gets flung up into space. Fascinating. Okay. I know I've already read this, but... trying to find the record that talked about what do you call it? The thing that got sucked beneath the waves. Was that here? Was this the construction yard? Here at the construction yard, yes. It'd be telling me that there's something more to explore here, though, if I had missed some writing. But somewhere they definitely said, come to the construction yard if you want to see something that sunk beneath the current. So this is the same thing we read on the station. Long-range probe successfully launched from the rover. Are they talking about these gravity rings? No, they couldn't. These don't go beneath the current. They just go this far down. You were in the bathroom. Any thoughts? Well, I decided to revisit the construction yard to try and see what they might have been talking about when they were saying that something managed to sink beneath the current. But I'm not seeing any clues as to what that is. And I'm not seeing any documentation as to what that is, and I'm also not seeing an indication that there's more to explore here, which suggests to me that there's not more to read, at least, that I've missed. This line? Sure, this time. Daz and I were lifting orbital probe components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. How could something pass through the current? Oh, right. The Southern Observatory. Shit. All roads lead to Brittle Hollow again. There are two trailheads, one at the gravity cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Yeah, realization is one word for it. Okay. I'm not happy about it, but we have a lead at least. The Nomai at the Southern Observatory constructed a model of Giant's Deep that revealed how an object might sink below the strong ocean current. Oop. Sun blowing up. Yeah, it's about that time. Alright, I like every other day when I play this game, I find that I am actually learning something. Even if it seems like it's going slower by the day. But we have some place to pick up on Saturday. And we will. But until that time, Brungo is going to go do his thing. And we're going to go see him do his thing. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.